Yes, Bralen, describe the day here, your selection by the Atlanta Falcons in the 2024 draft.
Yeah, this selection for me is amazing. I'm just ecstatic to be there in Atlanta and put on for the city and support the community and be out there and give everything I got for that city. I'm just excited to be in this position and have God bless me with the opportunity to go out there and play football for him and my family and all the people that are here to support me. And I'm speechless. That's it.
We saw, you can see your stats and pass rush stats. How much dropping in covers did you have to do for the Huskies?
Probably I think it like 30%. Um, that's the thing. Like people see me as a pass rusher in terms of power moves and stuff like that. And yeah, that's my ability, but I still was dropping in coverage. I knew everything like the back of my hand. I could go cover a running back or receiver, anything you needed. And I'm looking forward to being able to do that and rush the passer in the league, really.
Bralen, what makes you an effective pass rusher, you think?
My mentality. I look at like people like Max Crosby, like his effort and his motor is unparalleled. And at the end of the day, like as a pass rusher, if you have a motor like that, no matter how many times someone tries to block you, there's going to be one time where you get through and you get to the quarterback, you put him on the ground, or you make it his worst day. And I think that's what's a plus with me is I'm going to go out there and I'm going to give you 120% and keep running my hardest in every single pass rush that I have and get after every single time.
After you had 9 sacks as a junior, did you see different kind of attention from blockers your last year?
Yeah, after 2022, I went into the season thinking like, oh, this is going to be like 2022. I can go pass rush the same. And it was a rude awakening. I had to figure out how to adapt and how to change my play style. I was getting game plan, double teamed, but I think it was a good thing because it allowed me to grow. And, in the league, they're not just going to let you run by you, run by them. So, yeah, it really taught me how to adapt. And when I get to the league, I'll be ready for double teams, triple teams, anything you can throw my way. I'll be able to adapt and change my game.
You and Michael were both captains last year on Washington. What do you think you all learned from that season that you can take to Atlanta?
I think a huge thing I always go back to is like the brotherhood and the team aspect. Without that, we wouldn't have gotten where we're at. Like we had weapons on our team, but at the end of the day, like the connection and the bond we had as a team was unparalleled to other teams. I think that's really what carried us that entire way. And I know Mike could probably say the same thing, but for me, it's like I want to be able to walk into a team in the league and bring that culture building mindset and that brotherhood aspect on top of that work mentality that we had at Utah.
What's something about Michael that most people don't know that you can share with us?
I'd say this dude is like one of the hardest workers. People doubted him, and look where he's at now. You just have to give him his credit where credit's due, and you'll see what he's going to do in the league. And I promise you, it's going to be exponential. That dude's a beast. He's a freak on the field, and that they got what they wanted. They got what they needed, and Mike's going to show out and show up every single day. I already know that. Hardest worker I know.
Raheem was telling us his workout with Michael at Washington, being on the field and hearing the ball go over his head, and how that was a different sound. You saw a lot of that in practice. What is it like to go against his passing arm in practices?
Yeah, it's crazy because every single play at practice, whether it's 2-minute drill, whether it's just base downs, anything, he's locked in and he's looking to make a completion at any part of the field. It's pretty crazy actually because as a pass rusher, you got to get to him as quick as you can. And when you're rushing the amazing tackles that we had, Raj and Troy, you're looking over at the quarterback and you're like, I really hope he doesn't make this pass. But then you look over your shoulder and he's throwing a dime to JP, Rome, Jalen, all those guys, and it just goes to show, like, through the eyes of a defender, this is one of the most elite quarterbacks on the field in current days. So I'm excited to see what he does, and it was an amazing experience to get to be on the same team as him. So.
With your familiarity, excuse me, with Jimmy Lake and his system? What makes you interested and excited about playing for him?
I'm excited because Coach Lake has got that dog mentality. He knows when to flip the switch. He knows when to get after it, and he can get you into that mindset and that zone at any moment in time. Coach Lake is an amazing coach, and I'm just so excited to get to play for him and get out there and do what I do alongside him and everybody else on the team. Coach Lake is one of those coaches where you're like, you look back on coaching for me exactly in college. I'm like, I'm grateful that I got to play for a coach like that. He taught me a lot of good lessons.
To somebody that may not know who you are, like the city of Atlanta, if they don't know, what are the Falcons getting out of you?
The Falcons are getting an elite pass rusher, elite work ethic, motor, nonstop grind. I'm going to show up every single day, give everything I got, and you'll see the passion on the sideline and on the field. I won't be able to control it, but yeah, you're getting a dude that's going to show up and give everything he's got. You won't be regretting this pick at all, Atlanta. And Atlanta, just know I'm showing up and doing everything for you guys, doing everything for my family, and you're going to get everything out of me for sure.
What were your conversations like when you got picked, when you got the call from the Falcons?
It was crazy. My family's gone crazy. It was pretty much, my grandparents and my mom and my fiance and my siblings are telling me how proud of me they are, and that's really my goal, is just to make them proud and make my family proud. Without them and without my teammates and the people around me, I wouldn't be where I'm at. Regardless of any situation or opportunity put on my plate, without them, this wouldn't be a reality for me.
Was it Terry that called you, or who was the first person on the phone?
I actually, my call was, I'm sitting there so I guess they had the wrong number or something like that, but I'm sitting there and my agent texted me and said, answer your phone. And I'm like, I'm not getting any call, but I guess he gave them the right number. And all I'm hearing is static at first. And then I heard a voice saying, we're picking you up. And I was like, this is amazing. Thank you so much. And I'm just extremely grateful and excited to get out there.